Hello and a warm welcome to Federal's special program, Capital Beat. With just hours to go before the first phase of Bihar polls, leader of the opposition in Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, today leveled yet another allegation of vote theft against the Election Commission of India and the BJP, claiming that Haryana Assembly elections were stolen. Addressing a press conference at the AICC headquarters in New Delhi, Congress leader alleged that over 25 lakh votes were stolen in the Haryana Assembly polls through the use of 5.21 lakh duplicate voters, 93,174 invalid voters, and 19.26 lakh bulk voters. What exactly he said, we have what we call the H files, and this is about how an entire state was stolen. We suspected that this wasn't happening in individual constituencies, but at the state and the national level. So today's presentation becomes very different from what he brought forward from Aland or Mahadevapura, because today's press conference made it uh, pan-national phenomena, what Rahul Gandhi pointed out. What exactly he said, again, I'm going to quote that we have crystal clear proof that 25 lakh voters in Haryana are fake, that they either don't exist, are duplicates, or have been designed in a way that allows anyone to vote. 1 in 8 voters in Haryana is fake. That is 12.5%. That's what he added. He also alleged that the chief election commissioner and the two election commissioners colluded with the BJP to ensure its victory in Haryana, claiming that they are in partnership with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now, the question we are asking, these are big allegations which are leveled against the BJP and the Election Commission of India, coming as it does just one day before the Bihar elections. How does it impact the Bihar elections? And of course, what happens from here on? Just a short while back, BJP held a press conference and Kiran Rijiju said that Rahul Gandhi is trying to divert the attention. Tomorrow is Bihar elections and he's talking about Haryana. Then he also leveled charges. I'm talking about Kiran Rijiju. He said that whenever Rahul Gandhi goes abroad, he comes back and tries to divert attention with these frivolous things. He should be a serious politician. This is what Kiran Rijiju had to say. So we'll try and understand that how significant was today's press conference, talking about the phenomena of vote theft and the manner in which a series of press conferences have been done by Rahul Gandhi. How is today's press conference different and what could be the fallout? How can vote chori be prevented? That is another question which we are asking. Okay, we have a special guest, and I'll introduce you to my panelists now. Let's get straight into the discussion. Joining me this evening is Chaudhry Birender Singh, who's a former union minister. Thank you so much, Chaudhry Birender Singh, for joining. He's a tall leader from Haryana who joins us on the show. A renowned election data scientist, Dr. Pyarelal Garg, joins us. We have independent media analyst Siddharth Sharma. Thank you so much for joining. And we have Dr. Sanjay Kumar, who is a political science professor from Patna AN College. Thank you so much. And I'll begin with Dr. Birender Singh because he's in the middle of a yatra and he's joined us from there. Chaudhry Birender Singh, how would you see the press conference today? And what are you going to do now that Rahul Gandhi has revealed that the entire Haryana election was illegitimate? What do you have to say? Yes, sir.
Actually, if you see, step by step, a situation is being created through all these press conferences that the system which should be prevailed by the constitutional institution is deteriorating, and ultimately you would see that um, there is a situation when he has given this uh, impression that the government is not constitutional. And you have seen there are 354 section of constitution which gives the authority to the president to override
I'm sorry, but your voice is breaking. I think you're in the middle of a travel, which is why your audio is getting broken. We'll try and go back to Chaudhry Birender Singh if you can hear us. Yes, sir. Please continue. Please continue, sir.
Yes, what I have said is that there are provision in the Constitution of India where it's clearly mandated that uh, that a situation is created where the state government is totally failed to perform the duties in the constitutional manner. And in this, Rahul Gandhi has made it clear that the constitution of the government is uh, unconstitutional. And
Right.
if
So Chabri,
this state of affair
Mr.
is
Singh, no,
existing, then
right.
why not
No, Mr.
this
Singh, my
section
next
should be
question is,
invoked?
Mr. Singh, Mr. Singh, my next question is that now what is the next step? Now that it is proven by Rahul Gandhi that the government is illegitimate in Haryana, what is going to be the next step from your end? As a Haryana leader, what are you planning? What is the next step?
Haryana is now almost 1 year has passed, and if you see, there are about 18 election petitions which are pending in different courts and high courts and even the Supreme Court. And let there be a voice of the people or the electorate that such kind of petition should not rest with the uh, authorities for the indefinite time, and let there be a amendment in the People's Representative Act that such kind of petition should be decided within a span of at least maximum 1 year. So the second thing which comes to
No, no, but since the
after
courts
this
have not
press
entertained,
conference comes to the mind.
right. No, no, Mr. Singh, the election petitions
Yes,
are
what you
still
say?
pending. I'm saying that the election petitions are still pending.
Yes.
So the courts have not shown any inclination to entertain such petitions. So what should be the next step? Are you going to begin a movement to throw out the
No,
Nayab
no.
Saini government,
That is
or
what
will you
I'm
again
saying.
approach the court? Yes.
There are two things. Yes, as far as Haryana is concerned, there are two things which have emerged from the press conference of the leader of the opposition, Shri Rahul Gandhi ji. One is that is this kind of election, can it be made the part of the section 354 of the Indian Constitution where the government failure takes place? But here the constitution of the government is a big failure. The entire process was not followed. So the elected body doesn't exist constitutionally. That is one thing which is made very clear. And what I have said in the second stage, where such kind of petition, there are about dozen and a half election petition pending in the courts, and still the the practice has been that the entire proceedings are, you know, the part of civil procedure code. Civil procedure code, if it is to be implemented in the election petition, then don't think that the decision of the court would be at the required time, or it would be at the earliest stage.
So, what are we going to see in Haryana now? Are the people going to come out on streets? Will your party now begin a public movement or some kind of a street movement where you will protest against the Nayab Singh Saini government? Will you force the center to take some action? What is going to happen really? Because this is an unprecedented situation. The
This
leader
is
of the opposition leveling charges saying that
this is
Haryana government is illegitimate. What happens next? That's my last question to you because I let you go. You're in the middle of a travel. Yes.
what what I mean is, lives in government performance doesn't mean anything as far as this election, the way election was conducted, whether it was constitutionally valid election. If it is not valid election, then let there be a exercise on this part, and let there be a change in the constitution itself, that such kind of election should also be equated in the section 354 of the Indian Constitution, where
All
there is
right.
a total failure. This is not the failure of the or the performance of the government's failure. It is the failure of the one constituent institution, that is Election Commission of India. And if it has not been according to the people's representative election, then this election should be held wide and the government should be dismissed. This is the kind of the situation where the constitutional machinery and the constitution itself should make sure that they knock at the door of the judiciary of the country and to find out, explain this kind of behavior of the election commission, and whether if the behavior is not according to the institutional proceeding, then election should be held. The entire election should be held wide.
All right, all right. Thank you so much, Chaudhry Virender Singh, for joining. And you're in the middle of a travel, so I'll let you go. Thank you so much for joining. And I'll come to Dr. Garg now. Dr. Garg, Chaudhry Virender Singh made some important points that this is a constitutional failure. Let there be a provision to
Thank you.
set aside these kind of elections. Can this be done? Dr. Garg, over to you.
Neeluji, to my mind, with due regard to Chaudhry Virender Singh ji, he is trying to find out a constitutional solution. The constitutional solution acts when the constitution is working. Here, the constitution is not working. The constitution has framed and put CEC, EC in position, in saddle. Article 324, 325, 326, 323, they give the powers. When it is a constitutional failure, how can you say that another constitutional amendment or something? The only thing is when the constitution fails, the people come. Because the people of India we, the people of India, have given this constitution to the country. The constitution has been failed by the powers that be, so we have then to come to save the constitution rather than amending the constitution. We have to save the constitution, and for that, people have to come forward. This one.
No, so
Second, I
according
would
to you,
say,
what is the remedy? According to you, what is the remedy? Is the a movement by the people is the only remedy when people will come out on the street, protest? Is that the only solution now?
to my mind, that's the only because 18 petitions are mine. Wherever the open thing that in 80% of the seats in the postal ballots, the Congress was winning. The BJP was winning only on 20% seats. But the EVM results are the vice versa. So, to my mind, when this constitutional failure is there, the court is not doing anything for the last 1.5 year, almost 1 year, we can say. Then the only alternative is that the people come to the roads and ask him, vacate your seat. चोरी की सरकार जाएगी, चोरी की सरकार नहीं रहेगी. This is the only way. This is a government, the theft of the government. It is not a theft of an MLA. It is not a theft of some votes. It is a theft of the government. Now, the theft of the government can only be protected by the people who are awake and who come forward when the institutions fail. The Supreme Court has failed in this manner. All the courts have failed in this manner because they have not done any solution till now. The Election Commission of India is a party to it. Is an open party to it. Now it has been proved beyond doubt. It is with proofs and all that. So the only way, there are only three authorities. One is the court. The other is the Election Commission of India. The third are the people of India. So now the people of India have to come forward, and for them, the first step will be better will be Siddharth ji will explain either he used to tell about Bihar, what will happen tomorrow. So I think he will explain. It can start from tomorrow itself in Bihar.
Right. But before I go to Dr. Sanjay, because he will give us the Bihar perspective, Dr. Garg, I have
Mm.
another question to you. Then I'll come to Siddharth.
Yeah.
Dr. Garg, how do you find today's press conference different from the other two press conferences which Rahul Gandhi did? What is the most
Today it
important?
is I
Yes.
will say it is a quantum jump. In physics, we say quantum jump. Earlier, it was just a flowing water. Look here, this has happened in Aland, this has happened in Mahadevpura, this has happened, so many votes in one house. so many 1.606 lakh votes increased in one constituency. That is why the total parliamentary constituency was won by BJP. So all these things were a bit moving water. Now today, it is totally upheaval. It is a quantum jump. Now it is just like we call it the water is falling from a dam to run a turbine. So today, Rahul Gandhi has focused two, three things. One, that this system is not by any ARO, RO, or BLO, or by some local leader of BJP. It is a centralized system of loot of the votes. This one he has proved. Second, it is not for one constituency, assembly constituency, parliamentary constituency, or one state. It is a pan India movement. This second he has proved. The third he has proved that it has crossed the even national boundaries. A Brazilian model is coming and giving 22 votes at 22 places, 10 places in 10 booths, 22 votes. So he has proved beyond doubt that this mandate is a stolen mandate on the basis of fake votes, on the basis of votes. Today he has not focused it, how many votes have been deleted from the Congress. He has deleted votes for Bihar, he has projected. So from that we can draw, even Haryana it was done. So today it is a quantum difference by saying that UP voter comes here, the Brazilian voter comes here, the Bihar voter comes here, the Haryana voter goes somewhere else, the BJP. Today it has been proved that the BJP leaders themselves, they are doing it. And today it has been proved that the Ganesh Kumar is straightway saying homeless, and he proves that Ganesh Kumar is wrong. His all the other two colleagues, they are totally wrong, and he is very much sarcastic also to say that the Sardarji sitting there is not agreeing. So today it is a classical, I will say, jump from the earlier normally moving water to give thirst, and this thirst will the impact will be that ultimately this data, this knowledge, this awareness shall motivate our youth, motivate our voter, motivate the Congress party, the opposition, so that the our democracy is not, I will say, hijacked by the backwards.
I'll come to Dr. Sanjay Kumar now. Coming as it does, this press conference just one day before Bihar elections, do you think that this press conference might impact the voting behavior tomorrow? How are the people in Bihar going to respond to this kind of a press conference? Or do you think that's not going to have too much of an impact? Because there are other factors on the minds of the people while they go to the polling booths.
Look, there are so many other factors, no doubt, but this revelation just a day before election, it's going to just have a very great impact on first phase of elections, because the background was being prepared since a long time. Since the very beginning of the campaign, Rahul Gandhi was saying there was a famous nara uh, in every road show and in every meeting, "Vote Chor Gaddi Chor." This was the famous nara. Later on, this Tejasvi also picked up this slogan, and when Rahul Gandhi left Bihar, this slogan was abandoned, mostly abandoned. But now this revelation after press conference at Haryana, this has become the situation has become fresh in the minds of people, and in tomorrow's voting, I think this is going to impact a lot. And after that, in the next phase, it can't be said right now, but certainly it is going to impact in both phases of Bihar elections.
All right. Now, for the complete picture, Siddharth, I'm coming to you. Now, there are several takeaways from today's press conference. How Kiran Rijiju has reacted. I haven't seen any tweet from the Election Commission so far. In fact, I'm going to check it again. if at all they have responded. But what would you say now? What are the big questions after this press conference? Should Ganesh Kumar resign? Is his position getting untenable? Is there lots that BJP now has to answer? Not with that, with one press conference, Kiran Rijiju is thinking that the job is over by doing a press conference. What are the big questions after this press conference?
Well, resignations, etc., are not done by shameless people because the moment somebody resigns, it would lead to a mea culpa moment for BJP. So whatever happens, there's not going to be any resignations. Brijbhushan Saran Singh did not resign. They faced because the moment you resign, it says that you are in a mea culpa kind of a position.
Okay,
So
I'm just trying
basically,
to
what
interrupt you because I'm checking the tweets by the Election Commission. There is no tweet on Rahul Gandhi's press conference, very much unlike what happened when he did a press conference on Mahadevapura and Aland. Within 8 to 9 minutes, we had the Election Commission tweeting it. But as of now, what the Election Commission has tweeted 53 minutes before, and I'm going to just read it out, that is, BLOs on the ground are ensuring in Bihar that electors in Andaman and Nicobar Islands receive the enumeration forms as part of SIR phase 2. That is tweet number 1. Tweet number 2, 53 minutes ago by the Election Commission, enumeration drive continues in Lakshadweep, BLOs reaching every elector under SIR phase 2. That is tweet number 2. 56 minutes before, BLOs distributing enumeration forms to electors across Chhattisgarh as part of SIR phase 2 activities. Then, similarly, 57 minutes before, BLOs ensuring timely distribution of enumeration forms to electors across Goa. So, nothing on Rahul Gandhi's press conference. Yes, sir, Siddharth.
Yeah, as Garg Saab said, this uncharacteristic silence from on part of the election commission goes on to show that this kind of gerrymandering expose that happened today has become an onion peel kind of a moment for Modi. I think they understand the implications of this. This is now becoming bigger and bigger. It's like a freight train coming at you. They are stuck and they don't know how to respond. Otherwise, they would have responded by now. The more these layers are exposed, the more EC comes across as less and less credible, and the BJP comes across as more and more of a bully. It's like Jay Shah saying that since Indian cricket team is going to win anyway, we are champions of women's as well as men's team. No need for neutral umpires. My son and my brother-in-law can become umpires for an international match. That does not happen. That's not how it happens. Because what the leader of the opposition today showed conclusively is that in Haryana, 5 lakh duplicate voters were included, which included BJP leaders not just from Haryana but from UP also. 1 lakh voters whose house number says it is zero. 19 lakh bulk voters were added suspiciously. Strangely, 1 lakh stock photographs, that is Google downloaded photographs, including Brazilian models who voted 22 times across 10 booths. I thank God that at least Georgia Meloni's photo was not included or not used here. Otherwise, it would have become a more of a farce and a more of a joke on BJP. So this very clearly, and this is not the first time BJP is doing it. BJP realized 1 year ago, just around to 2024 Lok Sabha elections, that it had lost the popular mandate. It was no more popular. After that, if you see its modus operandi, it's very clear. As a dry run, as a trial run, it first started this entire modus operandi of stealing elections in Chandigarh. I think Garg Saab is from Chandigarh, he knows. You put your own guy as the election officer, and then he starts stealing votes. Because if you rig an empire, the entire match gets rigged. So that's what happened in Chandigarh. The Chandigarh election officer was appointed by BJP, and he tried to steal votes. Unfortunately, when this was caught, and in the Supreme Court, although he sought an apology, but the Supreme Court did not punish him. The moment you go and let anybody go unpunished for a wrongdoing, you open a Pandora's box. You give a kind of a license for others to do the same thing. The most something will happen, the court will catch us. We'll ask for an apology and get away with it. So I think Chandigarh was a dry run. Then they tried it in a slightly bigger state called Delhi. In Delhi elections 2024, since I was covering it very closely, we all know, although the population of India is increasing, but strangely in Delhi elections, a New Delhi constituency, 40,000 voters got deleted. Even two chief ministers of that time, Punjab chief minister as well as Delhi chief ministers, multiple times went to the election commissions with petitions, with proof that BJP MPs and ministers in their houses, in their government allotted bungalows, 8,735 votes were getting added. Nobody, no, the election commission, if today it is saying that Mr. Rahul Gandhi should give some kind of affidavit or give some kind of written representation, these representations were given by two constitutional authorities, two chief ministers during Delhi elections. What did the election commission do then? Nothing. So that goes on to show. Now the third portion was the Bihar SIR. When they go scot free with small place like Chandigarh, a slightly bigger place like Delhi, then they go then they go the whole hog. That is what SIR was. And I would be forget about this expose today. When the fence itself starts eating the crop, it's time for the farmer to uproot the fence. Now we the people here being the farmer. That's what I think Garg Saab was saying. I am very worried about what's going to happen in Bihar tomorrow because the Supreme Court has not yet given a final verdict to it. So it is in the Supreme Court's. It's in the court. The matter is in the literally in the court of the Supreme Court. Now tomorrow, if what happens in the elections is that in every booth, we know that after the SIR has ended, if you see the draft SIR, people say 75 lakh votes were deleted. If you believe the final roll, the election commission says around 50 lakh voters have been deleted. If 50 lakh voters have been deleted, that means that outside every booth tomorrow, that means that on an average, every booth has at least around 50 people's votes cancelled compared to earlier. So what happens tomorrow if during the voting in Bihar, outside every booth, 20, 30, 40, 50 people stand, they have their voter card with them saying that last time they have voted and this time they are not going to, this time they are not being let inside to vote. Can you just imagine the law and order problem? Because inside a booth, there are only three or four people from the election commission and two small danda wielding police walas. So five people from the election commission conducting an election in a booth and 50 people standing outside, angry, upset that last time they had voted and this time they are not letting vote. What happens then? What happens to the mother of democracy narrative that the BJP is peddling? Tomorrow, the entire world is going to be in different booths of Bihar. The entire world media would be covering. What would be the result? The BJP, the BJP as well as the Election Commission, which will wash its hands, saying that we didn't do anything wrong. It was for the Supreme Court. Now, my worry is about the credibility of the judiciary in India, because since the ball is in their court now, and for so long they have decided it's like a patient coming in with a head injury and they are trying to just band-aid
Right.
it. It was such an important thing that had to be taken care of as something of a priority. The procrastination that the judiciary has done, I am worried that if tomorrow this thing happens, it will bring a lot of bad name for Indian democracy across the world, media. And the second thing that would be problematic would be a huge law and order across Bihar, because just imagine 50, 20, 30, 40 people standing outside every booth and saying that I want to vote and you're not letting me vote. I think it can lead to a potential law and order problem also. So I'm basically very worried about Bihar tomorrow, and I'm also praying that nothing happens.
Right. So you are saying it could create or it could lead to a law and order problem. Coming back to Sanjay now on what could happen in Bihar. What are you expecting that what is going to happen? Are they going to tighten the security? How will the voters respond? Again, coming back, that can this presentation of Rahul Gandhi really rock the Bihar first phase and also the second phase? What's going to happen now? How will the political parties react? That is question number one. How will the voters react? How significant is this press conference in terms of the Bihar elections? I would want you to explain that, and then I'll come for the concluding comments to Dr. Garg. Yes, Dr. Sanjay.
Uh, uh, just well before the election announcement, there was SIR in Bihar, and almost on an average, 4,000 voters have been deleted from Assembly constituency, East Assembly constituency. So, if you just count it by booth wise, it will be roughly between 10 and 15. persons from a single booth. It's very true. Just a few minutes back, Mr. Siddharth was saying that suppose someone has voted last time, and this time, if his name or her name is not there in the voter list, and then what will be the situation? Then situation will be very bad, because security. I don't think that security will handle can handle this situation. In urban areas, in towns, it can be controlled, but in far remote areas of villages, it will be very difficult task to control those people. This is the first impact, and you can say that just it has been revealed today, and a lot of people have been removed from electoral list in the SIR investigation. Then I think the combined these two, I think it is going to affect the polling tomorrow, and people might get in outrage. They can even vote against NDA, and the great sufferer, as I usually say, will be BJP this time, certainly. And if BJP manages as it has managed in Haryana, then the things will be very different. But I don't think that after
Okay.
revolution, BJP will take such a daring step in Bihar. Uh, that's all
Okay,
with my
okay.
submission.
So you're thinking you are saying that in a way the vote chori BJP cannot afford to do in Bihar, at least, especially after this presentation. But we must not forget that the SIR phase two is already on. It has already kick-started in various states, and Election Commission is gung-ho about it. And it gets expressed through the tweets which I just read out. Coming to you for the concluding comments, Dr. Garg. Now there are two things: what is going to happen in Haryana, and what is going to happen pan country after this revelation by Rahul Gandhi. Very briefly, sir, if you could give us your point of view. Yes.
One thing I will say, in Haryana, the people may start a movement, Sarkar Chor Gaddi Chor. पहले कहते थे vote Chor Gaddi Chor. Now they will say Sarkar Chor Gaddi Chor. This will be a popular slogan to my mind, because the 18 petitions are already there. Those petitions are not being decided. ECI is not doing justice even after charging lakhs of rupees for the selling of the VVPAT and the EVMs in action. This is one. In Bihar, to my mind, I think the BJP will not give its best. The BJP is not afraid of it. They will try their level best. But I agree with Siddharthji that when the 50, 60 people are standing there, and moreover, in 70,000 booths, people are standing there. 70 to 80,000 booths people, where will be the police? Particularly in the, as Sarah has said, in the rural areas. Urban area they may manage, but in the rural areas, the people will come out, people will fight out for their vote, because in Bihar, the people are very much conscious that the only thing they have is the voting right. So they are not ready to leave. To my mind, tomorrow, and moreover, Rahul's press conference today has shown how the votes of minority, how the votes of handicapped have been deleted illegally in Bihar through this SIR. So, to my mind, tomorrow in Bihar, there will be at least a good amount of protests at numerous places, which will, if not change the results, of course, the mind set will be changed, which will tarnish the image of the democracy of India at the international level, because even minor things are caught by them. So, to my mind, the election commission, which I don't think is going to read in between the lines or read written on the wall, the election commission is stubborn, is ready to say whatever it wants about the theft, and is ready to continue its theft. Now the people will come out, and tomorrow, since the people will be on the booths, normally it is very difficult to collect the people, but the people will be standing there to vote. And at that time, they are denied the vote, as happened at the Russian hall. So this will happen tomorrow.
Right. All right. So just to give you a little perspective before we end the program, that Rahul Gandhi's press conference started at 12 p.m. which is just 4 hours before. It's 4:30 right now, for 4.5 hours before. This is the top trending subject on the Twitter right now. Rahul Gandhi alleges 2.5 million fake voters in Haryana elections, and 100,000 posts have been posted on the Twitter just in about 4.5 hours. Siddharth, you want to say something? Very quickly.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, two things. Unlike Haryana or Delhi, in Bihar, the core BJP voter is only 20%. That is, only 2 out of 10 people vote for BJP, 8 people don't vote for BJP. And as for how this will pan out, I think this will pan out more in South India, in places like Tamil Nadu and Kerala, where the federal structure will be invoked. And I think the federal structure of India is under huge stress now because Kerala Vidhan Sabha of Kerala, that is the Assembly of Kerala, has already passed a resolution against SIR. And today, the Tamil Nadu government has approached the Supreme Court with a fresh petition. Now, both these states, being South Indian states, where the BJP is not even in the picture there, unlike Delhi and Haryana, where at least a sizable number of people, the public, also support BJP. In Bihar, only 2 people out of 10 support BJP. In Tamil Nadu and Kerala, that is not even that. Now, what if these states start invoking the federal structure in different ways, like Kerala has done in an assembly resolution, like Tamil Nadu is going to Supreme Court with a fresh petition? What happens if millions of people of South India start coming on the streets with these issues? The federal structure of India will be under severe stress.
Right. One more question, which we didn't touch upon in great detail, and Dr. Sanjay, I'll come to you now. That Rahul Gandhi has also urged India's Gen Z and the youths to restore democracy through truth and non-violence. He hasn't provoked the people that no, you start indulging in violence. He's urge the youths and the Gen Z to restore democracy through truth and non-violence. What does it mean, really? And I'll very briefly, and then I'll ask for the concluding comments to Dr. Pyarilal Garg also on this particular issue. Yes, Dr. Sanjay.
What I think that Rahul Gandhi mean to say that the movement is only the solution, and perhaps he has lost faith in judiciary, because judiciary will take a long time, and it's not clear, it's not certain that the judgment, what judgment will come, will be a kind of justice. That's why, out of frustration, I think, or out of just sheer calculation, he is saying that the responsibility is with youth to just to take care of this thing, vote chori, and and that too in a very non-violent manner. But one thing I want to add here, that this movement, earlier we have also witnessed some spontaneous students' reaction in past, like in a leak of question papers in examination, and that time situation was very bad. But
Yes.
if somebody like like a stature of JP, or like Anna, if somebody's come out of this crowd and lead the movement, that will be a better. And even
Okay.
if
You made an important point. Dr. Sanjay, I'll come with this question to Dr. Garg. Who is going to lead this vote chori movement? Will it be the political parties? Will they be a part of this? Now, Rahul Gandhi has laid bare the truth, and he's urged the youths now to restore democracy. So, which means, has Rahul Gandhi really given up any kind of hope from the judiciary, from the institutional authorities? He's basically, it seems that he's lost his faith in the institutions. So, is he now asking the people to come on the street? But who will lead that? Can it not be Rahul
You're
Gandhi?
right.
Yes.
He's asking the youth to come on because the youth has been playing role in our independence movement, all movements. I can tell you even now, the Punjab University was, the Senate was breached by the government of India just day before, 2 days before, and today they had to restore it. The total students came out, university students came out, and no, in a non-violent way. The police tried to stop them. All the political parties came. So Rahul Gandhi has a hope that is the only in a non-violent way, in a Gandhian way. We have to oppose them in a united manner, and the political party will be it. Not Anna Hazare. Anna Hazare had different aim. Anna Hazare is no isolated man. People are just mocking at him. So Anna Hazare is no zero. Anna Hazare is zero today. So today, and JP is not there. So today it is, to my mind, Rahul Gandhi will be it ultimately. Because the Rahul Gandhi is now unchallenged leader of the youth, of the intellectual, of the justice-loving people, of the common man of India. He is the person who is seen as a real person who feels for India, who studies India, and who tries to redefine India. That India
Right.
cannot survive on the basis of communal forces, on the basis of besieged forces, besieged forces, violent forces. India has to
Right.
be united, government of action, liberty, fraternity, and equality.
Right. So after this press conference, there are many, many questions to be answered, but will we get those answers is a difficult proposition. We don't know whether the judiciary will react in normal circumstances. The judiciary should have taken a suo motu cognizance of this and should have acted on it. But will it happen? No. Will Ganesh Kumar take cognizance of what Rahul Gandhi has said? Will he at least explain what has gone wrong? How has it gone wrong? Rather than leveling allegations, all these are things to watch out for. But tomorrow is the big day, first phase of Bihar elections, and tomorrow stay tuned to the Federal for live coverages at different time slots. So thank you so much. I'll have to end it here. Dr. Garg, Dr. Sanjay, and Siddharth, thank you very much for joining.